Right, Mheshimiwa Ochanda. Na makofi tafadhali.
Now, thank you very much, CS. CS, I think from what I've seen, the interface and interaction is superb, it's good. And it's an exercise that I think you need to run on with. And you need to run on with when we escalate it beyond this, say that maybe you also take time to cluster the members of parliament and have time with them. Even after this, you can join Kisumu, Siaya again together for 1 hour or two, just to see that some of these things, like now I don't have time, but I had much to say. So if that can happen, it may help us a great deal. I only want to mention one or two things, and very quickly. The first one, the matters lake security. I think we've not taken, or the government has not taken time to understand what the problem there. The problem that we have in the lake may not just be placing these units that we are requesting. Units may be good, may be temporary. But you need to understand that economy. Where the problem is fish. Fish is born in Kenya, and fish goes to Uganda. Fishermen must follow it. It's as simple as that. So it's a bit more complex that when you want to look at it in terms of security alone, there may be more things that you may need to look at. So I request that if you can have a little bit more time, get a small group of people, including myself, those of us who are born and bred there, we'll isolate some of the critical things that we have there. They may not just be issues of security units. The other thing I will bring, CS, is I've been a member of parliament now in Bondo for like 13 or 12 years. I've gone through a lot of experiences now. I may not have that time, but let me isolate two or three things. Number one, the image of the police. The image. I don't know, but if this example I want to bring out can help. The new unit, the new sub-county unit that was created, an AP commandant is posted. And then I think in the process, when it's to get new or additional officers, the request is made from different bases and units or different stations. When those stations are releasing one or two of their staff, they release the worst. They release the worst. So, and that station, where they were headed, or where they were coming to, is basically 800 meters away from my home. All the first 5 officers that got there, the same day, all of them were drunk, all of them didn't know where they were, all of them were running around in the village looking for food. They didn't have anything to eat. Imagine your officers running around in the villages of people that they have never met before, looking for food. And then they were drinking all manner of things that they found there. The following day, what the villagers were saying, is this the meaning of the new sub-county? So if you want to get those who are making the image of the police look the way it sometimes appears, get all the stations or the bases, tell them to isolate for you the people that you give a different assignment. They release for you the worst. And the worst is exactly what the public is seeing as the image of the police. It will help a great deal. The second one, which again is an observation, is you mentioned, you alluded to it. For the period that I've been a member of parliament, I've worked with 13 DCCs. 13 in 13 years. So meaning that an average of 1 per year. Yet there are those that have been there for 3-4 years. So you can imagine, there was a year that I think I worked with 5 different DCCs. So if you are with DCC like that, how will they settle down to work? That's a big problem. Then, in the same way, I've also worked with close to 7 OCPDs in the same period. Most of this, every single time they come in, they are given. Because we know who the criminals that are there. We know the thugs that are there. Allow it to grow for a while, it becomes these big gangs that we are talking about. They start in a very small manner. And they start particularly in these small towns of ours. They are there. Whether they are for hire or forever, they are thugs. They are goons. They are bad people. And we know them. People know them. This list, the names are given. Sometimes the beginning of when we have new officers, OCPD, DCIO, our DCs, we give these names. But if you followed the list that was given for the first time that I was there, the first 10 people, I don't think 8 have been arrested. They keep doing the same things. They're the same thugs. When we are talking about stealing of lorries, they are the ones who are mentioned. Talking about stealing of cars across the country up to Busia, they're the ones who are mentioned. Stealing shops and all this guys, they are the ones who are mentioned. But they are still there, and they are known. What do we do? So that's something that I thought is important that you get to have. Because it's like there's a problem somewhere where even those who are arrested in one day, the second day they are released, the third day, minus any charges. And I think it's growing. And if you allow it to grow the way it's going, we get into the thugs like now the regional commissioners are fighting within Kisumu. The very final one is another experience again, is in terms of the police and the chiefs. You've mentioned it, let me not go to it so much. But there is a big issue. Then there's a big issue in the criminal justice system in terms of how ODPP and all these things. There are things that when we have time, I want to believe, particularly when we meet with the members of parliament, we can help you isolate them. I sympathize with you, CS. You are the CS that has to be in parliament almost every week to answer this kind of questions. Questions to do with the issues of security. This may be shortened if we have a time, we meet groups of members of parliament, either per region or whatever. Then you reduce your going to parliament to answer these too many little questions about every other thing that is happening. So with that, because of time again, and because I also have an idea how we can get to you, let me stop at that point. Asanteni sana. Oh, yes. Then let me take this single opportunity to bring our governor, Governor James Orengo. Because we are bringing the governor, there's one or two things that were mentioned. But I think this one's, Governor, if we had a situation where our county commissioner will take this thing and sit down with you, like the issues of, somebody may be blaming you that either they are prisoners or remandees are taken to hospital and then money is required. Sometimes they think you know. So I think maybe they need to take time so that some of those things are put together and you see how to address them. Karibu sana, Governor.
Asante sana kwa mgeni wetu wa heshima, Waziri Onesmus Murkomen. Tunakukaribisha sana Siaya na ujumbe wako. Na tangu uingie asubuhi karibu saa 3:30 saa 4, umekaa na sisi mpaka saa hizi karibu saa 11 inaelekea. Na inaonekana kama tunazidi kuongea, pengine unaweza kulala hapa leo Siaya. Na nasema unaweza kulala Siaya kwa sababu wakati tumekuja hapa nilikumbuka ya kwamba nilipochaguliwa mbunge mara ya kwanza, Rais Moi alikuwa amekuja hapa Siaya, akalala kwa hii nyumba hii. Ili walifanya marekebisho na akalala hapa na akakutana na viongozi wa kutoka katika district yenyewe. Wakati ile ilikuwa ni county. Kwa bahati mbaya mimi sikubaliwa kuingia hapa. Nilirushwa nje kabisa. Lakini mambo imegeuka. Mimi jambo langu la kwanza ni wewe, tumefanya kazi na wewe. Na najua wewe mchapa kazi. Tumefanya kazi katika bunge, najua ujuzi wako na pia mwelekeo na itikadi zako nazijua. Tumefanya kazi si kwa zile miaka 10 tumekuwa kule kwa Senate, lakini wakati ya kuzungumzia mambo ya katiba kulikuwa kamati muhimu sana ambayo ilikuwa na jadili mambo ya ugatuzi. Ukiona ile chapter ya katiba ambao inaongea kwa mambo ya ugatuzi, mkono na fikira za waziri ziko pale ndani. Na mimi kama sasa katika cheo cha gavana najua kazi ambayo ulifanya. Haikuwa kazi rahisi kwa sababu kulikuwa na watu wengine wakati huo ukisema ya kwamba serikali ugatuzi itaongozwa na gavana. Wakasema gavana ya nini? Gavana ni mmoja tu peke yake Kenya nzima, ni gavana ya Central Bank. Hiyo upuzi mwachi. Lakini mfanya kazi vilivyo mpaka tukawa na katiba, na muhimu ni kwamba tukawa na zile vipengele vya